I want to do like the quick and easy guitar lessons. This is for the noobs. This is noob guitar lessons, but I think this is the speed track, you know, to get on with. I think you can learn the guitar pretty quickly in this method. But like first lesson, well, for one, you want to use all your fingers, you know, on your left hand and your right hand. I think you should pick with your fingers. So you're gonna be, I think you should play with only 5 strings to start with, because I think it was Keith Richards who recommended learning when you break a string without the string and just deal with it, because you'll learn things that you wouldn't normally pick up on. I think he mentioned it like that. And I think other people, I think, mentioned the same thing. I think it's a good idea, though, particularly if you're going to start out. I think this is a good method to learn to pick, because you can use, the pinky is going to be easy, but this is a little trickier. To get this string, if you're missing a string, it's easier to hit this. And this string here, with this finger, is a little tricky, but it's not that tricky if you only got these 2 to worry about, because you're going to position your finger here and you're going to know where the next one is just by feeling it. You don't have to really think about it, and you'll get used to it. And then your next finger here is not, this is a pretty easy finger to use. It's your pointer finger, and these two you use the thumb. And your finger kind of get anchored there, so you don't have to worry about it. It kind of comes easy. And then when you get the 6th string, your pinky will be right in there. It'll be easy. But also for memorizing the fretboard, it's easier to just do the 5, because it kind of almost confuses you a little bit if you got that extra string. But these 2 E's are the same, so it's kind of like an easy switch. So you're going to learn the B string, which is this little guy here is the B string. With more concentration, you're going to learn that string, and instead of having the confusion of having, you know, 2 E's. I mean, it's not science. It's not exact science, but I'm saying I think it's a good idea. You get your picking down with the missing string, and to learn a picking technique that I think if you start with it, it's pretty easy to learn. And if you learn with a pick, it's kind of hard to learn. You go, oh, I can't do it. But if you start this way, it's easy. And I think for everything else, it kind of comes together pretty easy. And you want to learn the note board. So you got the E at the top, but I think a good exercise is, because you want to know where the octaves are. So you just you got the E, F, F sharp, and then you go on to the 2nd fret, and you're skipping the string. You got a D string. So you're gonna learn where those octaves are, because that's the E. E's on the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. It's on the 2nd fret, or it's open. And it's good to get familiar, I think, with the E positioning, because now where's the E on the A string, which is the 2nd string from the top? This is the A string. It's on the 7th, so it's easy to remember. This is an easy method to remember. You're on the 7th, and you're there. And then where is it on the G string? It's on the 9th. Okay, and you know that there's an octave like this. You gotta learn the octaves, so it's good to just. You got the E on the 9th, you know where it is. And then where is it on the B string? It's on the 5th. It's very easy to remember. 7, 9, and 5, you know, this is where the markers are. That's the E. So E's really easy. So now you got the whole fretboard in that sense. So you learn, you kind of like get used to, you're gonna just used to like recognizing the positioning where your fingers are. Oops, I was off on. You get used to it, but I was going to say, and then the next step you learn, I think, to learn the board, you're going to learn the F sharp G. So it's the same thing, but you're not doing the E. You're starting on F. And so when you go there, now you know you're going to be offset by 1. So you're not going to be where the E is. If you're doing those 3 notes, you're going to be off 1. So then you're going to the 8th fret. And the 8th fret, and then you're going to the 10th fret. You're going to the 6th fret. It's just a way to remember. But so you got the F sharp G, but now you know where the G's are. So the G's a good note to know. Like, be familiar where the E's are and where the G's are. So you got those. Just, I mean, it's a quick way to learn the board in a simple way, because it's hard to forget that. Once you learn that, you're not going to forget it. And then I was going to say, like, so you got some notes down